people who are making money off of this whole controversy.
Good morning, Mommy Sleuth, checking in for duty. I am activated. Get ready. Glamour writer Stephanie McNeil decided to really activate women on the internet, maybe men as well. But she doubled down yesterday. If you guys know, on Friday, she released an article called Inside the Hate Campaign Fueled by Mommy Sleuths against Blake Lively, which I think was a rage bait piece. At first, I was like, what is this? And then I realized after reading it, I did a whole breakdown yesterday. You can go on my TikTok to read all about it, which basically, or watch my takedown of it, which basically, I think kind of categorized every single person that is anti Blake Lively's side in this legal case as MAGA, just a bored mom, a content creator trying to make money, etc., and really just minimized anyone that is seeking justice or the truth. Then she doubled down and went on her Instagram. Instead of picking up on the fact that people were saying, hey, what about actually reading the court documents? What about actually looking into maybe some of the facts here? What about saying that she doesn't have actual evidence of sexual harassment? What about saying the fact that she has, deleted text messages, etc.? Things that we are actually picking up as human beings that have read, countless pages of documents, and she completely pushed that aside. She picked up on the fact that creators who are creating content, like me, like a lot of you guys, and people that are consuming content, we are doing this for the money. That's what she decided to focus on. She said, I am a writer and an editor at Glamour magazine. I don't get paid if you guys read my articles. I get paid one amount of money, a certain amount of money, no matter what, doesn't matter. But content creators, you got to follow the money. That's why they're talking about this. That's why they're making this salacious. It's sounding very Taylor Lorenz coded. If you guys don't know who she is, do a Google search. It's fun. Okay? This is crazy. So it's, again, minimizing everything we do here, as if we're just pulling shit out of thin air, as if this whole entire court case hasn't had constant updates. Every single week, there's multiple updates. Where has Stephanie been? But then it gets worse. Last night, before I went to bed, her Instagram post was there, and there was tons of comments. Myself, so many other content creators who have been posting, Else Rich, Dave Neal, I saw Perez Hilton, I saw Zach Peter, I saw Without a Crystal Ball. So many people that are actively working on this case were commenting. But this morning, that Instagram post was gone. But this TikTok that I stitched was there. Wait, I'm sorry. Stephanie, are you now a mommy sleuth as well? Are you a content creator taking advantage of this and creating content here on TikTok where you say that just citizen journalists like us are just here to monetize? Isn't that what you're doing right now? Why are you over on TikTok? Why did you delete your Instagram and post an entirely different TikTok with the same kind of talking points, but a different one over here? And even it's even worse over here, your TikTok, because we have both saved, of course, but you have your TikTok here even attacking us more. You're saying, follow the money. They're not telling the truth. They're actually, it's the opposite of the truth. They're just here for your clicks. You're actually quite rude. You're completely taking away from our trying to get justice. But this is the craziest part. You say it's not about politics. You say it's not about any of that, but you do bring up that so many people that are talking about this happen to be right-wing. So I do think that you think that if you support Justin Baldoni, you are MAGA, right? You mentioned a lot of that. You say so many creators that talk about this are MAGA and right-wingers. You mentioned Candace Owens and Megyn Kelly. I want to just open your eyes to another option. Imagine a woman sits here and talks about women's rights, okay? And spends day in and day out. There's a lot of creators here that do this. I see it. About talking about women's rights. all day, every day, 10-minute long videos about women's rights. And they're getting paid on those videos, by the way, talking about how women's rights are being taken away. Do you think that those creators are taking advantage of the system for clicks and views? Or do you think they're just trying to expose the truth? I imagine you think they're just trying to expose the truth, right? Well, why wouldn't you afford the same kind of, sentiment towards Justin Baldoni? Is that just because he's a man? Because in my eyes, I believe that that's sexist. I believe that you, unfortunately, you think that this is a misogynistic thing against women. I believe that your thinking and anyone else that is just believe women is very anti-men. Because I look at this as believing the truth. And unfortunately, that is gender regardless, right? We have to believe who's telling the truth. We look at evidence and we look at documents. And right now we have nothing else to believe and go off of other than what's being presented to us. And until Blake Lively presents us with some hardcore evidence, which she hasn't yet, we're believing the truth. And right now, I believe that most of us believe Justin Baldoni, who happens to be a man. So we're going to keep going. We're not making shit up out of thin air, and we're not doing it for money. So stop offending and trying to minimize and be condescending towards content creators, citizen journalists, and really, really smart people out there. We see beyond your bullshit, okay? Corporate media, legacy media, it's over. Mainstream media, we can see beyond you, and it's rude. It's rude, okay? Now, Mommy Sleuth has to go back to being a mom. It's Sunday. I can do both things. Thank you.